reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing. Or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim will always keep the positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing. Or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter, mixing transfer news is what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jim always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue and let you stop rubbing. Or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. Always keeps a positive spin. What Kate's doing, the Mickey has her name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like let me stop rubbing. Or she's flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping.
Welcome back to the perfect match, the only place to be to celebrate the champions of Europe. We know what we are. Still buzzing. I don't know when this feeling's going to end, but I'm loving it. Joined today by Jimbo, always, by Mr. Chang, and Nick is going to be coming, but he's running late. But first of all, Jimbo, how are you feeling? Are you still buzzing?
I'm still feeling like I'm a champion of Europe. That's exactly how I'm feeling.
Feeling absolutely champion.
And do you know what, Kate? Do you know what? All these people on these radio programs and news and these Arsenal fans ringing up, trying to downgrade what we've done and make out that it's not a big deal. We're champions of Europe, you know. It might be the second tier, but we're still champions of Europe, and they can't take that away from us, not for nothing.
Exactly. It's all a bit of copium and saltiness. That's all it is. Mr. Chang, we haven't spoken to you since the pre-match pump-up. How are you feeling?
I am just so exhilarated and over the moon. On cloud nine would be a bit of an understatement. Sorry, to be on cloud nine is a bit of an understatement. Given how we've defied the odds, given the way we've been playing all season, but a win is still a win, regardless whether it's the second tier or even the third tier. Much like West Ham's success 2 years ago. And what can I say? We are going to be playing in the Champions League. Who would have thought? Who would have thought with 1/3 of the season remaining, with more than a dozen at that stage, more than a dozen losses to our name, that we would be playing in the Champions League next season? It's beyond wild. And to make it all the more sweet, or rather the icing on the cake, is that we might even find ourselves with yet another trophy in the form of a Super Cup against the winners between Inter Milan and PSG. That would be something to savor as well. So call it what you want, say what you want about our success. We are champions of Europe still, because the Conference League and the Champions League final proper hasn't taken place. So we are the only champions of Europe. That's all that there is to it. And well, the Woolwich and West Ham tears are all that more sweeter from their crying. So long may that continue. And yeah, I also couldn't care less right now. I honestly couldn't care less about the outcome in our final league game against Brighton. I'm just so looking forward to that lap of honor where they're going to parade the trophy all around the stadium. That is going to be a sight to behold. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah, it will. It will be amazing to see the trophy there. Before I start the show, before I see who's in the chat, before I do anything, I've got to make an announcement. I feel like I've got to give an apology to Ange Postecoglou actually, because he said that he would win in his second season. I, for one, doubted him. I called for his head. I never called him names, but I mean, I've heard other people call him Ange Postecoglou, Ange Postecoglou. This guy, he delivered exactly what he said he'd do. And so I would like to take this opportunity to apologise to him and say, Ange, you're the man. You've got bigger kahunas than Conte, Jose, Poch.
Oh.
You said what you'd do and you've done it. And yeah, big up to Ange Postecoglou. From me to you, Ange, if you care to watch our show, this is my personal apology to you. And yeah, I think he deserves it. I think he's been disrespected all season. And yes, the league form, no one can argue the league form has been poor, but he said he'd win us something in the second season and he's done it. What can you say? You can't say anything other than that. And the record books won't show Tottenham losing 21 games. They'll show that we won the Europa League that year. So good man, Ange Postecoglou.
Can I just make an announcement, Kate?
Yes, Jimbo.
Well, we are, and don't do it for me, do it for Kate, because she works so hard on this channel. We are one person away from 2,000 subscribers. So it would be nice if we could get a couple of subscribers today. We did hit the 2,000, and some thought that was very clever and unsubscribed. So we're not on the 2,000. But Kate deserves it. She works so hard, and I'm not going to say that I work hard, because in the background Kate does everything. So she works really hard to get these streams up and running, her channel or our channel, but really Kate's the boss.
Everyone knows I'm the boss, but thank you, Jimbo. We are just one away from 2,000. And being that it's our 2-year anniversary next month, it would be nice to have 2,000 subscribers to celebrate. But our announcements are done. The apologies have been made. Now let's see who's in the chat. We've got Shem Tan, who says, good afternoon, Princess Kate, Sir Jimbo, and the youngest looking old man, Mr. Chimichanga Chang. Hopefully all are well and still enjoying the Champione feeling. Yes, we bloody well are. Big up, Kate Jimbo. Have you hit the earth again after Wednesday? Nope.
No.
Still up there somewhere, loving it. Did 3 shows yesterday. Absolutely gloating. It was brilliant.
I got 3 things on TV that I'm watching, right? 3 different shows that I go between. Kate says she don't know how I do it. But I haven't seen anything of any of them since we won it, because all I've been watching is YouTube about us, about the game. I've watched the game I don't know how many times. It's just it's Cloud9 stuff, all the interviews with all the players, you know, on the day and after the day. It's just fantastic. I'm going to absolutely milk this for everything it's worth.
El Dante says, afternoon, Kate and Jim, what a journey this season has seen. Who would have predicted what has unfolded? And I feel like so many have shared the journey together here. All my best. Yeah, I feel like we've gone through it all together here. The highs, the lows, all of it.
Do you know what, Kate? They could make a TV program about it, because it's just it's like a little fairy story on its own. That we've been in
shame it wasn't the Amazon Prime documentary year.
Yeah, we've been in so much.
Yeah, I was about to say that they should have done the all or nothing, because whether you believe it or not, or rather whether you even understand that statement, this season has been an all or nothing season. He really did put all his eggs into one basket, and that basket was the Europa League. Of course, we did flirt with the League Cup at one stage, because we were leading in the first leg against Liverpool, and in all probability we would have to go toe to toe with Newcastle for the League Cup. But if there ever was an all or nothing season, abandoning our league form for European glory has, I mean, you just have to think back to the ethos of Sir Bill Nicholson, where even failure has an echo of glory. Well, the failure is past and we have the glory. So our eyes have seen that glory, and man, was it glorious. Sorry
Chang,
to
you've given
interject.
me
Straight back to
goosebumps.
you,
You've
Miss
given
Kate.
me goosebumps. Our eyes have seen
Because,
the glory. They have.
yes, each and every single one of us, we bore witness to glory. The last time we were European champions, I was on the cusp of being only 2 years old. I was almost two the last time we were European champions. So
No, you was
to
2. You was only 2 last time we won a trophy.
Yeah, 17 years ago. Oh dear. Big up to you, Drew Lala. Good to see you. Minchi is here as well. Lovely to see you. Chris Peters is here. Always a pleasure to see. Lovely, Chris. Beyond 72 says, I saw a Telegraph article, 9 reasons why Tottenham versus Man United was the worst cup final in history. But they left out reason 10 because we won it. Yes. I had a friend call me last night saying, you can't say you enjoyed the game. You can't say
Man United fan.
yeah, Man United fan. I said it's the best game I've ever seen, with the greatest goal I've ever seen, and he was getting really wound up, wasn't he? But do you know what? It don't matter. Sometimes you've got to win ugly.
So you know what Kate done while I was talking to him? She got the Champions League music up on her phone and then played it.
I did. I said
I
you
have
can listen
something.
to Emmerdale. Go on,
Sorry, I
Chang.
have something very quick to just add to this. I mean, to call that final one of the worst ever finals is, I think, a bit of a backhanded compliment to our victory, because I do recall a few World Cup finals where it was just 0-0 up until the end of injury time, and the final had to be decided on penalties. We were able to lift that trophy without even having to go the extra mile into extra time, let alone penalties. So, I mean, the bitterness and just the sour grapes is a joy to behold. We thought that for the longest time, we thought that we were sort of like always the bridesmaids when it comes to glory. Well, we have actually gone one better, and long may that continue. Back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah, long may it continue. It is now 12 and 5 hours till the parade. I think 4 hours 50 minutes. Big up Ben Kaufman, European champion. Destiny 5 is here on the way to the parade as we speak. FMO, United, West Ham, Liverpool, because we are Tottenham and we are the best. We are the Tottenham, so F all the rest. Yes. Johnson again, ole. I loved it when they sung that.
I think you've
We
hit
know what we
2K,
are.
Kate.
Huh?
I think you've hit 2K.
I have, but it's just 2K, so I'm not counting my chickens, because all it takes is for someone to think they're funny and unsubscribe. But yeah, there is 2,000 showing exactly. Do you know what? We was going to go to the parade. I can't with my fibro. I just can't go and stand and get shoved about, which I'm absolutely devastated about. But we will be watching it on the telly. Afternoon, Bill. Hope you are good. Was Mr.
Look
Chang?
at his picture. Look at his picture. Look.
Yeah, Van der Ven. What a clearance! Best goal line clearance ever seen. Was Mr. Chang even alive the last time we won a trophy? Well, this is definitely up for debate. I'm not convinced he was, Poor little Mr. Chang. I was watching my drunken video and I went, lovely little Chang who looks about 12. Ange Wall is greater than Ange Ball. Indeed, it is, Ben. I was going to go, but I'm going to the Midlands to look after Mickey because she's not well. Bless her. Get well soon, Mickey.
Yeah,
And
send her our love.
that's what a proper boyfriend does. He's waited his whole life to see us win a trophy, and he's missing the parade to go and see his girlfriend. Big up Lumen says, thank Amarim for his favouritism lineup, bad in-game management and late substitutions. Congrats anyway, and glad for you, Kate, deserving happiness. Thank you very much indeed. John says this team should walk out onto the ground on Sunday in sunglasses. And Anne should come out of the mic and say, I told you I'll win everything in the second season, and then just drop it and walk back. Big love, Luton Dam. That's everyone in the chat for now.
Did you see that they had a poster ready? of Ange.
Yeah, and Madison was going like that because he always wins in his second season. He had his
Yeah.
sunglasses on. Look, we've hit 2,002 subscribers, guys. I just want to say a massive thank you. It seems like it's taken us forever to get there, but we've hit 2,000 and I'm so happy. So thank you very much. It's made my day. Go on, Chang. I know you was going to say something.
No, yeah, I just realized something. Since we have one final league game on Sunday, are we going to be getting a guard of honor when the team takes to the pitch? I'm really curious to know that whether will we get a guard of honor. Although I know maybe it's nothing to do with the FA or the Premiership, but it would be nice to be acknowledged as champions of Europe on Sunday. But if not, then we will just have to make do with the open top bus parade in 5 hours' time.
I think you only get the Guard of Honour if you win the Premier League, but you never know. Brighton might do a nice thing and give it to us anyway. We have to wait and see. May 17th, I asked my son Jacob his prediction. He said 1-0 Spurs, Johnson scores. Spot on. And now he is not liking life as an Arsenal fan.
I wish you'd have said that before, Dan. I would have had a bet on that.
Yeah. Hashtag Paratici out. Big up Tottenham Ranger. Big up Kate Jimbo and Chang. I love the win. Can't stop watching it over and over again. Yeah, even just then when Chang said our eyes have seen the glory, all the hairs on my arms went up. It's amazing. Paul G saying congratulations. Paul. Thank you very much, Paul. It's been a long time coming. But yeah, thank you very much. Big up everyone. I'm off to the game on Sunday. Oh, how I wish I was going to that match to see that trophy. I love the fact that yesterday when they got on the bus, they took the trophy over to the kids and the crowd and let them all touch the trophy. I thought that was such a nice thing to do.
And Richie was letting them kiss his medal.
And did you see Richarlison get in the crowd after the full time and play the drum in the top?
Yeah.
It was brilliant. Chang, we did player ratings yesterday and whatnot. Who would you give your man of the match to from the final?
I think for me, there is absolutely no doubt that the man of the match for me would be the player that kept us in the lead. And that player would be Mickey van der Ven. That clearance off the line, I think I've watched it easily maybe 5-6 dozen times now, at the very least, from all different angles. If there ever was one moment in the entire game in which you would just like to rewatch every single possible angle you could get of that moment, it would be Van der Ven's clearance. How he was able to just acrobatically, almost like Caesar kick the ball over the crossbar is just nothing short of spectacular. At one point, I had my heart in my mouth as I thought that he was going to smash it into the roof of our own nets, and for him to not only get it cleared but not pick up an injury, because if you watch the angle from behind the goal, he landed very, very, very awkwardly, and I think he got one of his legs got caught up in the netting. One of his I think it was the right leg. I think that was entangled in the onion bag. So for him to actually escape unscathed and be able to soldier on for the entirety of the 90 minutes in itself is fantastic. So for me, my man of the match would be Mickey van der Ven.
Yeah, I get that. I think there were so many people that could have been given it. I personally gave it to Romero just because I've been ultra critical of him this year. But everything he's done in the league for me has been forgotten just for that performance. I thought he was a proper captain, proper leader, and gave his all. And to see him lift that trophy was just amazing. Jim, I can't remember who you gave it to. Did you give it to Romero as well?
Yeah, I look, there's a few of them. I think Romero, but Chang's right. You could give it to Van der Ven. I thought Basuma was outstanding. I thought he was absolutely outstanding. There's so many players, but that played well for us. But I think that then for me, them three were the main three. So look, then I think I'll give him Bentancur a disservice. I just think they were all heroes.
Richarlison in the first half as well.
Richarlison in the first half Do you know what? He said on an interview that he was gone in the second half, where he'd run so much in the first half. You know, I just think they were all heroes, and I just think every one of them should get man of the match.
Yeah, Jim Jasper's barking, just so you know. Ben, as someone who's been staunch Ange out for a long, long time, I've got to ask you what your views are on Ange. And I'm going to ask you as well, Chang. Even though I feel it's quite disrespectful, it's because it's only a couple of days after the final. Jim and I have both said we think he deserves time. Didn't think for a million years we'd be saying it, but we do. How do you feel about Ange?
I have always been backing Ange. I mean, you can actually quote me on this and look back at all my appearances either on the pre-match previews or even the post weekend reviews. I've always said it time and time and time again. As long as this manager or any other manager is at the helm, I will fully back him. You could be Ryan Mason, who is just taken over as interim for the final. You could even be Nuno, if he had been given the time and also the resources to build upon Paratici's project at the early stages. Or you could even be someone like Santini or Juan de Ramos. As long as you're in charge, I will fully back you. And I have always backed Ange, even when we had our backs to the wall, even when we were at our lowest. This is why I keep mentioning over and over again as well, either on social media or even in real life. If you cannot be bothered to support us at our lowest, please don't show up when we are, on cloud nine or winning. And that goes the same for Big Ange. If I can't be supporting him when he needs the support from us fans, then why even bother celebrating from him when he's actually won a silverware? And I am so glad. I am so very, very happy for him. He's won us something in his second season. He has fulfilled his promise, and that in itself is saying something for a manager who so many people wrote him off as nothing but a Farmers League merchant, and that he only wins where it's not very competitive. Well, guess what? He has done it in Europe, and yeah, I honestly cannot see him being replaced for at least another half a year until Christmas at the very least. He might even do the impossible and get us a Super Cup, which is, I think, at this stage it will be unthinkable. Really, I couldn't be prouder and happier for him to be our manager. And if there ever was a time now for us fans to actually use this triumph as a way to unite, really get behind him, and for whatever reason, either we all go fully Inic and Levy out, or we just chant and sing and get behind him, even after the full-time whistle, where we've just lost either a league cup, a league game, or an European group game. Just get behind him. You just have to compare ourselves to the Bodo fans. The Bodo fans, even when they know that they were minutes away from being dumped out, they were still singing. They were still cheering the team on. They were, getting behind the team. They were still getting behind their manager, their staff, and the players. That's what we should do. That's how we should treat Ange, if anything. And yeah, I cannot wait. I honestly cannot wait to see if Inic and Levy are going to back him like never before, because I kid you not, this Champions League could be our last chance saloon to actually build on the players that we have. This could be the one saving grace that actually gets us players to finally be challenging on all fronts on a permanent basis. So let's just see how the summer transpires. But I will not look too far ahead, because I am just fully focused on Sunday. I still would very much like to avoid defeat against Brighton, but I'm going to keep that for our preview later. It's back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, even Ben, like I say, who's been a staunch Levy outer, has said Ange outer has said that he's quite happy for him to get the job, like carry on as long as there's a plan for season 3, because the way we played shows you that he can do it. That was such an organised performance. It's not been the only one. Frankfurt away, Liverpool in the Carabao Cup game. More of that, please, and I think we'll work our way up the league. But big up Barbaric Disdain, who I saw come in as well. Luton Dan says, I'd reward him with another 2 years, and I feel like he's got a good relationship with these players, and you can see as a family they've grown. Just need to see it consistently in the league. I mean, there was all these rumours that Maddison had a massive falling out with Ange, that there was a lot of people that weren't happy with him. It didn't look like that to me, Jimbo. It looked like we was a real united front.
Well,
and they were definitely playing for him.
They've all come out and said since the game, just after that, they're all united, and Ange, the way he talks to them, he gets them, fired up, and he's told them. I think it was Madders who said it? One of them said that he's told him, you got your family by blood, but when you put this shirt on, this is your family. When you go out there, you're playing for your family. That includes obviously all the players and all the fans. And he said he really pumps them up. But look, at the end of the day, they've and as much as people want to belittle it and make it into something that because they're jealous, that make it into a small thing that we've won the Europa Cup. It's a massive cup. When I was growing up, the Europa Cup was absolutely huge, and it still is. It dominates the back pages. The press are talking about it on the TV. It's a huge cup to win, and no one can take that away from us. Them players have created something special for us, for the club. It's history. In our kids and our grandkids who are Spurs supporters are going to look, and it's going to be their Sonny on the wall with the cup. He's going to go down as one of our greatest captains of all time now. If you're a captain and you win a cup like this, you go down as one of the greatest captains of all time. So it's massive. They're all together, Kate. You can see that. And I think that if Ange does stay and we go into next season with this group of players and a few more added to it, I think maybe we can do something special again. They've got it now in their blood, Winning breeds winning, and they won a trophy. They're going to want to win more trophies. That's for sure.
I do wonder if we will go down the route of being a cup team.
Spurs have always been a cup team, Kate.
Yeah, and that's I'm fine with that, but we can't be fighting at the bottom of the table every year.
No, of course not.
I'm quite happy to be a cup team for now.
You know what? Spurs have always been a top 10 team, right? It's not often we fall out of the top 10. We've always been a top 10 team, and finishing in the top 10 and winning a trophy is a huge season, but it's nice to finish in the top 6 and win a trophy. Well, now it's top 7, so you get into Europe. We've always been a cup team, and it'd be nice to fucking see us win more cups, because that's what we are. Tottenham Hotspur are a cup winning team, a cup winning club, so we need more of it. And now they've got the flavour, and you've got to remember, a lot of these kids are young. In our team, when you look at Bergville, Gray, Moore, they're young guys, they've got a taste for it already. So the future looks good.
Of course, finishing 5th last season's been forgotten. Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't expect us, the way we are with the squad we've got, I don't expect us to finish 5th and win a trophy, but I think we should be looking to finish in the top 10 if we're going to win a trophy. But do you know what? I don't even really care this season. I'm just so pleased we've got that monkey off our back. We've got that massive, beautiful trophy going in our cabinet. And not only that, these players now, the ones that have never won anything, they know what it feels like to win, and that will make them hungry, like you said, Jim, for more trophies. Because winning breeds winning. God, yeah. I can't even speak today. Romero has to go down as one of the best captains too. He led the team when Son wasn't on the pitch. He was enormous.
I agree with Al Dente there. Him in the last few games in this cup winning run, he's been immense, absolutely immense, and he was an immense again on Wednesday. So yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, Mr. Chang.
Yeah, I just have one very quick thing to add about Romero. I just only found out earlier when I rewatched some of the fans' footage of the kickoff. I didn't even realize that Romero had actually got the team to march into the United half to do the huddle in the United half in front of our fans when United chose to play uh, with their fans behind Vicario. So that I thought was a very nice touch by Romero to ignore or rather to disregard the sites that have been chosen for kickoff and do what Sun always does, which was to do the pre-match huddle in front of our fans. And as far as marshalling the defense goes, I mean, that was an absolutely magnificent display. The way he just absolutely marshaled our defense, even when Denso came on, and we had three centre backs, and he also was able to get Jet Spence up and running in no time at all when he came on for Udogi. And I think the best thing was to just see him sort of lend a helping hand to Archie Gray when Archie Gray himself was overwhelmed towards the very end. And that is what captains do. They elevate their teammates. They get the best out of the young players on the pitch. And yeah, I mean, I'm so happy for him after everything that Romero has had to stomach from us fans who felt that he was better off sold to Real Madrid than to sulk around in the team. And for the record, my final word about Romero for the record, he has played in 5 cup finals for club and country, and he has won all 5. Compared to Andre Onana, who has played in 3 European Cup finals and lost all 3, I would rather have Romero as our centre back than having Onana in goal. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
And you know, Romero said he feels this is Romero said he feels this is one of his biggest achievements.
Well, it's got to be. With a club that hasn't won a trophy in 17 years, it's got to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just brilliant. Thanks for those stats. I didn't know that, Chang. So that was brilliant. But welcome to the channel, Marky, fellow trophy winner. Trophy winners, put your hands up. Ooh, ooh. Nice to see you. I hope you enjoy what you see. Yeah, part 1 was ending the banter about not winning trophies. Yep, I agree. Hi guys, hi Kate Jimbo. I'm at work and I'm sober. I think a lot of people have started to get sober after that, but I still feel like I'm drunk on it, to be fair. Congratulations on your cup win and on yours as well. Congratulations. Yeah. Sonny missing versus City was the biggest blessing in disguise. Yeah, go on, Chang.
Yeah, and this is why I would have to highlight this about Big Ange. Big Ange did the right thing. He did the smart thing. He did something that Pochettino didn't do, and that was to not feel your trump card or even your star player on the bigger stage if it's not fully fit or if it's not firing on all cylinders. I honestly thought that Son coming on, I think with half an hour to go, on the hour mark was a stroke of genius because Richarlison had already picked up a yellow at that point, and you could see that he wasn't getting any joy tracking back because he was always fearful that he might pick up a second yellow and we go down to 10. So yeah, that is why I still feel that Big Ange doesn't get enough credit for not fielding Son from the start and only bringing him on with half an hour to go. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Yeah, look, I've got to make another apology. Ange has had one. Boris, I'm making a public apology to Romero. I said that his attitude stinks. I said that he didn't really give a shit about the club and his head's been turned and he just made me look like a mug again. So apology publicly to Romero and to Ange. If I think of anyone else, they're Basuma as well, actually.
What about me? Don't I get one?
No. Why do you get one?
Well, because I've been married to you I've been with you 24 years.
Well, you know where the door is, Jimbo. That's all I'm going to
Oh
say.
my goodness! Shots fired! Shots fired! Ooh, shots fired!
Jim, you know where the door
Someone,
is.
I hope there is a CCTV now at the top of the stairs. If ever something ever does happen in the next hour or so, okay.
Yeah, be careful, Jimbo. If Atletico think they can have Romero, we need to give an extended contract. Let's break the wage structure and reward players. And he's here, better late than never, Nicholas.
Sorry, I've had a stinker. I've smashed a vase. I've trod in cat or dog poo in the garden. Oh my God, it's having a mare, having an absolute mare. But I don't care because we won the Europa League. So.
Exactly.
And Arsenal fans, if there's any Arsenal fans in the chat, there's none. No Vindaloo, no Angus, no.
Vindaloo would come in if he weren't working, but he's probably working.
I just got a question because someone asked me how far Arsenal are from winning the European trophy. That's about 4 miles, motherfuckers. 4 miles from N17. That's how far you're away from a European trophy. Have some of that in the mud, you dirty Arsenal gooners.
Nick, I've asked Chang, I've asked Jim, I've asked me. How are you feeling about Ange Postecoglou at this moment in time?
It's not about, look, today is not about Ange. He can have a couple of weeks past grace for me. We can debate it in the summer. But if Ange is the man and Ange is the one staying, make that decision quick and let's plan for next season. And then this is where we kick on now. This is not a Champions League final we kick on. This is not a finishing second kick on. This is we are here. We've won a trophy. Now I just want to see us kick on. I don't want to. You can call me a flip-flop. You can call me whatever. I told Box Office to shut up earlier. I said Sava called me a flip-flop because everyone's getting emotional. I don't care. I'll call you all out. It doesn't matter. Let's just enjoy it. Let's enjoy this trophy. Let's enjoy the parade later for those that are going. About nearly up to 250,000 apparently are going to be there today. So it's going to be scenes on the high road. And yeah, and I know Angus has showed his face because I called him out and I got him to come on. So my big up to Angus because he did come on. He still doesn't know where I got his phone number from, and I'm not going to tell him because I'm going to keep him in suspense.
Do you know what, Nick? Football's about you change your opinions as the season goes on, as things change. You know, if you all kept the same opinion all through the season, right, it would be wrong because different things happen and you change to different opinions. And he's won us something that no one's done for 17 years. And in fact, no one's done for 41 years.
I'm flip-flopping and in.
41 years we've been waiting for this to happen again. And he's just brought it to us.
I'm not going to be like shameless. I'm not going to say like I'm Ange in. I still think he needs to go. But the time now is not to discuss that. The time now is to
Nick, how can you want him to go?
No. But he's done. This is what we need to do. Ancelotti got knocked out by Real Madrid, the Champions League. They knew what they were doing. So if we're going to start acting, if we're going to start doing all this big club mentality, let's just, that's what I mean. Let's park this. Let's not have this conversation. Let's enjoy it. He's done enough to get himself probably till Christmas, but
that's the thing, Nick.
You can see if he can change, if he can do this, if he can change, if he can put in performances like that. I don't know. I'll be there on Sunday. It'll be my first game since Brentford at home, which was, I don't know, September, October, probably the last time we won a game of football, if I'm honest, in the league. But it doesn't matter. We're going to be in the sun. We're going to the Super Cup. I've booked the rooms for the Budapest for the Champions League final next year. You never know what can happen, right? So,
big up to you, Silent Violence. Yeah, as Drula says. It's not what you want, Barry. It's what the players want, and they love it.
Sometimes it is what I want, Drew. La.
He's earned the right.
Not today. Not today. Not tomorrow. Give him some time. Give him a break. I'm coming in with fire. I missed 40 minutes of this show. So
he's earned the right to take us into next season, as far as I'm concerned.
yeah, agreed, Jimbo. Agreed.
And I don't give a shit if I get called a flip flop, because I get called it all the time, because I am the biggest flip flop out there, and I'm proud of it. Is there a trophy for that? I wonder. Who knows?
But I don't even care. I don't even care what happens on Sunday. I don't care if we lose 6-0. I don't care if we win 1-0. It doesn't matter what happens on Sunday. We're just going to have a party. That's all that matters. And I don't care. I paid enough money. Everyone has paid enough money to enjoy it how they want to enjoy it.
Exactly.
All those misery guts, go and be miserable somewhere else. Misery loves company. Go and be together.
Yeah, exactly.
Not today. Not this week. Not this month. Maybe this year. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
but later on, November, December, October, maybe later.
We flip it in, we flip it out, we flip it all about on this channel, and we don't give a shit. Who knows? Who cares? But the scores on the doors for the Premier League predictions.
Here we go.
He's in the lead, and he's not.
I'm not in the lead. I know I'm not in the lead.
Oh, Jim's on 211.
Yeah.
I'm on 245. Nick's on 270. Chang's on 271. So there is literally
1 point. Jeez.
1 point in it going into the final game of the season. It couldn't be any tighter. It couldn't be any closer.
It's like Spurs and Man United in the league. 1 point in it.
So it's all
Jim,
on
how far is Jim behind? Can Jim still win?
Jim's on 211, so he's actually 60 points behind Chang.
Oh, you can't do it anymore, Jimbo. Can't do it anymore.
Do you think I really care? We've got a trophy. We're European champions.
Yeah, exactly, Mr. Boxer. And I just wanted to add that I know I've been having a mare with my predictions recently, but the one prediction, if I could have just one, if assuming we have 1,000 predictions all season long, I'm not sure. I don't think it's 1,000 predictions we've had, but if we had 1,000 predictions all season long, and if I only had one correct prediction all season long, and that was the Europa League final, and that is the one that me and Mr. Collison Wright got correct, then that would have mattered to me. Nothing else mattered but my prediction for the Europa League final, and I'm so glad me and Mr. Collison Wright got that correct. And I'm thinking we should get it a bit into the review for the Europa League later, but I also couldn't care less right now whether I concede my lead and come in second or even come in third in the 2-horse race for these predictions. The Europa League is all that matters to me. Having said that, back to you, Miss Kate.
Well, there we go. Wise words there from Mr. Chang. But it is the final week, or weekend, should I say. All the games are Sunday, and it will be the decided week because it is that close, which is it's more exciting this than the Champions League race.
How far are you away, Kate, by the way? How far are you away?
26 points behind Chang.
Okay.
So if I get perfect
it's
week,
it's a shootout between me and Chang then, isn't it? Really?
Well, no, because I could get a perfect week and take the lead. You never know.
How?
Well, if I get all of my predictions right, that's 30 points. Oh no. Oh yeah, ignore that. Maths has never been my strong suit.
Flip-flopping again, okay, there. Flip-flop. If I do this, oh no, wait.
I've got to say, if I get them all right, I'll get 275. So all I need is for you two to get none right. You never know. You never know,
Kate. You never know.
I don't think that was
Jimbo's the only certainty.
I don't think no one's got 0 points, have they?
No.
What's the lowest? Oh,
the lowest.
Kate, by the way, next week, are we going to go back to our predictions that we said at the start of the season?
Yes, we are. That's exactly what we're going to do, and we're going to see who was right and who was wrong. The lowest is, I think, 1, and it was Jimbo. And the only one he got right was Villa Southampton.
Who's had the most points? I think I might be up there for that.
Chang, I think.
No, it was actually me. On 1 week I got 14.
Oh, I know I've had 11, I think.
Yeah, we've had some 11s, we've had some 12s, but I got 14 1 week, and I'm still in 3rd place. So that's how bad I've been. But Daniel's getting ready to go to the parade. Big up to you. No Spurs players were called up to the England national team, so Solanke will get rested. Yeah, I think that's no surprise there. Heard a stat that still makes me ange out. Bednarek of Southampton completed more passes in one game than Spurs did in the entire final. You don't have to flip-flop. You can leave that to us. But
Who
the
said
first
that?
game,
Who
the
said
first
that?
game of the weekend,
Shemtan.
Jimbo, is Bournemouth versus Leicester.
Well, can I just answer Shemtan? Shemtan, the final was not about us scoring 6 goals or us doing 52,000 passes. It was about winning and getting over the line. And that's exactly what they did to get that monkey off our back. So I think they played the perfect game. And I just thought they were phenomenal.
Yeah, and I don't see Joe Bednarek winning no trophies.
Yeah, I don't see him lifting a European trophy.
Jimbo, Bournemouth, Leicester.
I'm going to go 3-1 Bournemouth.
3-1 Bournemouth. Mr. Nicholas.
Yes.
What do
What
you
did Jim
fancy?
say?
He says
3-1.
3-1 Bournemouth.
I think it's going to be 2-0 Bournemouth.
2-0 Bournemouth.
They started scoring a few goals lately, Leicester, haven't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they scored Bournemouth.
Chang, what do you fancy for Bournemouth, Leicester?
I'm thinking, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to go with what worked for me this whole season, which is my favorite 2-1. And 2-1 it is for me. It's going to be Bournemouth 2, Leicester City 1.
That's exactly the score I've gone with, Mr. Chang. Bournemouth 2-1. Next up, we've got Fulham, the team with the longest record waiting for a trophy. They're 146 years without a trophy. But Fulham are taking on Manchester City. Nick, what do you think for this one?
Well, look, it's tight, right, at the top. We did have some dreams that Arsenal weren't going to make Champions League, but unfortunately they have done that. But it's going to be tough, right? I think Fulham can't qualify, so it's a shootout between them and Brentford for ninth place. I mean, they could. Well, Brighton, obviously, Brentford could finish 8th if they do a number on us or draw with us. But I'm going to say that I think Man City are going to win. They're going to get that Champions League, and I think it's going to be. Oh, do you know what? It's at Fulham, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to say. I'm going to flip flop as we're flip flopping. I'm going to say 2-1 Fulham.
Oh, Nick's gone a complete U-turn.
Complete flip flopping.
Yeah, absolutely flip flopping. Mr. Chang, what about yourself?
I'm sticking with my away win prediction, which I sent to you before Mr. Collison Wright entered the show earlier. I'm still going with my 2-1, except it's going to way of the away team. It's going to finish Fulham 1, Manchester City 2.
Chang, we're on a
2-1, eh? So that's the first one. The first one that could go either way in this deciding week.
Yeah.
Chang's gone away, I've gone home.
Me and Chang are on the same wavelength because I've gone Fulham 1, City 2 as well for this game. Jimbo, what do you think?
Well, they've got Rodri back, in they? So I can't see Fulham winning this game. I'm going to go. With a 3-0 City.
Rodri back, is he? Now you're telling me. Now you're.
Yeah, Rodri played the other day. He came on and played the other day, and he looked sharp. So yeah, he's back. Mr. Chang, I'll come to you first with this one. Ipswich versus West Ham.
So this is yet another 2-1 away win for the visitors. It's going to finish Ipswich 1, West Ham United 2.
I have done with this one, Ipswich 1, West Ham 1. I fancy a bore draw for this game. Jimbo, what about you?
I'm going to go 2-1 Ipswich.
2-1 Ipswich, Jimbo.
I think they'll win their last game and bow out with a win.
Nick?
Ipswich haven't won at home, have they, all season?
No, they're better away, aren't they?
Have they not won at home all season?
I don't think so. Have they won
They
one
might have
game?
won. They might have won. I don't think they haven't won one.
I'll stick with my score anyway.
Yeah, you can't change. You're not allowed.
I can flip flop.
No, you can't. I'm just trying to see. You know what? I'm looking at Ipswich's away record here, home record, and most of them are losses. You're right.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
Same as moi.
Yeah, I'll be the same as you, Kate.
The lap masterclass. You never know. It could be his last game for Ipswich. 2-1 says Edem. Next up, we've got Liverpool Palace, and I have gone with a 2-2 draw for this one. I think Liverpool already on the beach, sunning themselves. So I've gone for a 2-2 draw, just to be a little bit crazy. Jimbo?
I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. I'm convinced they'll bow out the winning the league with a win.
And will Trent Alexander be part of that lineup? We will have to wait and see whether we get booed off the pitch again. Nick,
I can guarantee you he won't start.
No. Liverpool Palace.
I'm gonna go. So I'm just doing my fantasy team because I forgot I hadn't done it yet. Whoever, so Crystal Palace, Liverpool. I think Liverpool get a win, but I think it'll be 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0. Mr. Chang?
So I am also going to be sticking with my 2-1 home win. It's going to finish Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 1.
El Dante says Liverpool 3-2 Palace with Salah firing well and going for assist, plus it's at Anfield. Still sticking with my draw. Jimbo,
Who's in line to win the Golden Boot?
Salah. Jimbo, we've got the losers Manchester United versus Aston Villa. What do you see for this one?
I'm going to go 4-1 Aston Villa.
Bloody hell. 4-1 to the Villas.
Yeah, Villa need this, and I think that Man United, they just you can't even talk about them in the same breath as Aston Villa.
Interesting. Daniel El Dante saying 3-0 Villa, 4-2 Liverpool. Nick, the losers versus Villa. Who do you fancy?
I think. Well, I've just got a feeling. I got a feeling that Villa.
The night's going to be a good night.
Yeah, United aren't going to get there. I think Villa are going to win, but it's going to be 2-1 Villa.
2-1 Villa. Mr. Chang?
I'm
1-1.
going to be, yep. I was just pointing to that prediction by Inner Hype. I mean, I think it would be, it could even be curtains for Amorim if he loses on the final day of the season so soon after having lost the Europa League final. I think the players and Amorim are going to want to prove the Old Trafford home faithful that they have something to offer, maybe from next season and beyond. And I think they might just get a draw, just so they can save the embarrassment of losing in successive days, or rather losing in succession in a couple of days. So yeah, it's going to finish one apiece between United and Villa for me.
I went the same as Nick and went Villa to win 2-1. Mr. Nicolas, you're first this time. We have got Newcastle, fellow trophy winners, versus Evertonians.
Yes, again, Newcastle need to win. They're at home, final game of the season. Everton now, they had their swan song last week. I'm going to go 3-1 Newcastle.
3-1, says Nick. Chang?
I am going to be copying El Dante and his 2-1 scoreline. It's going to finish Newcastle United 2, Aston Villa 1.
Everton, you mean?
Oh, sorry, Everton 1.
I have gone for a 3-0 Newcastle win for that one. Jimbo, before I read Steve D's chat out, what's your score for Newcastle?
I'm going to go 4-0 Newcastle.
4-0.
And that's the exact reason that Jim is in last place.
Well, wait and see when it's 4-0. I want you to come on here and apologise.
Well, I think 3-0. I think they're going to smash them. Big up Steve D with a lovely super chat. Very generous of you indeed. Hope you're wearing your legend on the bench badge today. Says it's not easy sitting at the top of the hill looking down at the minions, but I'm coping so far. Yeah, peasants. All those trophy winning peasants. Thank you very much, Steve. Very generous of you.
Thank you, Stephen.
And yeah, I'm going to mention it again today. We hit 2,000 subs today as well. So woo to us, finally.
Welcome.
We finally got there. Mr. Chang, I'm going to come to you first for this one. Nottingham Forest versus Chelsea, massive game for the Champions League spots. How do you see this one going?
I was leaning towards either a draw or even a win for the home team. I mean, Forest have already come this far, and I don't think they're going to choke as far as qualifying for Europe goes. I'm sure Nuno would very much love to join us in the Champions League for next season. But looking at Chelsea and their preparations, their own preparations for European glory with the Conference League final on the horizon, I have a sneaky feeling Chelsea just might win this, and it's going to be their subs and their second stringers that will get the job done, just so they can do what our own youngsters did and try and force their way into the starting 11 next Wednesday night. So I'm going to go for an away win. I'm going to go with my 1-2 away win scoreline. It's going to finish Nottingham Forest 1, Chelsea 2.
Chang, I'm disappointed in you. I was hoping that you would go with Chelsea to lose. I've done Forest 2, Chelsea 1. Big up to Steve D as well, sending a big heart super sticker. Bless your heart. Thank you very much indeed. I will be hoping and praying with everything sacred and holy that Forest beat Chelsea this weekend. Jimbo, how do you see this one going?
I'm going to go... I think that he got really shouted at, didn't he, the manager, on his last home game. So I'm going to go 2-1 Forest.
Yeah, same as me.
I think he's going to make a win because he's scared to get shouted at again by the big Greek man.
Bit like you with me, you're always scared that I'm going to shout at you.
Oh.
And Nick, mind you did tell me that you need an apology for being married to me for 20 odd years. So I'm not talking to you. But anyway, Nick, what do you think for Forest Chelsea?
Well, I don't want either to win, so I'm going to say 1-1 because I don't want Chelsea to win and I don't want Forest to win. So 1-1.
What's your problem with Forest, Nick?
Well, because they've got shameless fans that like Wolfie that wants to talk up their being in the Champions League. So just for them not to be in it, it's going to be incredible.
Oh, I like Forest.
They got some money off Brennan Johnson qualifying in the Champions League, probably.
That's true. Big up El Dante. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you all for this season. Yeah, it's been a toughie, but we've got through it together, all of us. We've battled through, and what a reward at the end of it. Then we've got Southampton versus the Trophy Dodgers of Arsenal. Jimbo, where do you see this one going?
You know what? I think if it was against anyone but them bottom three, I would do Arsenal to lose playing away on the last day. But Southampton are just so bad, aren't they?
They held City to a draw.
At home. And I think it was at City, wasn't it?
No, it was at home.
Was it at home, was it? I suppose it don't really matter if I get it wrong, does it?
Not really.
No, I'm gonna put myself out on a limb because the Gooners have really peed me off saying that we've won a Mickey Mouse trophy when actually we haven't won a trophy for 2 days and you haven't won a trophy for about 5 years. So I'm gonna go Southampton to win 2-1.
Go on, Jimbo. Nick.
Second again, ole ole. Second again, ole ole. Second again. Second again. Second again.
again,
Ole, ole. I couldn't give two shits what happens in this game, but I need to concentrate because obviously there's something riding on this more than what there is for Jim. I think Arsenal will be just too strong, and I'm going to say 2-0 Arsenal.
For all you Arsenal fans out there watching that are not talking, right? It's not what I really think will happen, but it's what I want in my heart to happen. My score.
Yeah, and he can't win the prediction so much.
Phase 6, Arsenal. Phase 6 now. Phase 6.
Yeah, phase 6. Mr. Chang, what about yourself for Southampton Arsenal?
I am going to be sticking to my principles, even though I'm only 1 point in the lead, and I'm not going to take the easy way out and try and predict a Woolwich win here. I will be sticking with my
Nick,
draw.
take note. That's a man with principles.
I'm sticking with my.
He won't
I'm sticking
predict
my
Arsenal to win.
Well,
it's gonna
it could cost him that. It could cost him everything. So that's on him. If this is the result, this will be that close to Wednesday night. If this is the result that does it, just because we're sticking to the principles, not a problem, Kate.
Go on, Mr. Chang. Did you say you're going 1-1?
Yeah, that's what he said. 1-1.
I've gone Arsenal to win 2-1. I don't like doing it, but big up Mark Taylor says the cutest couple on YouTube. I don't know if
it's Chang, thanks.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know if he's talking about me and Jim or Jim and Nick.
Or maybe me and Jim. Maybe me and Jim.
I mean, but either way, big up to you. It's been 4 years, 294 days, 18 hours since Arsenal last won a trophy. How
long has it been since Tottenham last won a trophy?
2 days. One day. 18 hours and something minutes.
Yeah. Apparently, all Arsenal's first choice back four are out injured.
Oh, I might have done a good score then.
You might have done. Come on, you Spurs, says Sean Tom. Indeed, he does. Then we've got Spurs, UEFA Europa League champions. That's Spurs, UEFA Europa League champions versus Brighton and Hove Albion. Mr. Chang, what do you fancy for this game?
Yeah, I'm going to be sticking with my principles here as well. I'm never going to write us off regardless of the competition or the occasion. This should be my final. Is it my final 2-1? Let me just check. Yep, it is. This would be my final 2-1 prediction for the season 2024-25. It's going to finish Spurs 2, Brighton 1.
Chang, I'm on the same wavelength as you. I'm going Spurs 2, Brighton 1. Us to get it over the line whilst displaying our UEFA Europa League Championship trophy. Jimbo, Spurs UEFA Europa League champions versus Brighton.
4-0.
2.
Who do you think?
Brighton.
4-0 to the mighty Spurs.
Excellent. John says, prediction, Spurs are still drunk and Brighton are madly envious. 4-0 says Tottenham Ranger as well. I think you're the same person.
No, he said 4-0 Brighton.
Yeah, no, I mean that's probably what I think Spurs have been drunk, no sleep, trophy parade, don't give two craps about what happens, but I'm going to stick to my principles. And I'm going to go with a scoreline that Chang loves because he's used it, I think, every freaking week for like 58%. I reckon it's got to be at least 75% of his scorelines. And I'm going to say 2-1 Spurs as well with Kate and Chang.
Wow. Sorry, guys, think we lose 2-1. It doesn't really matter. But I think if we win and results go our way, we can finish 14th, I think. That's right, but at the end of the day, we're European champions. We don't care.
We can finish 14th. We can. You're right, Kate.
Yeah, Jimbo. Wolves Brentford is the final game. Oh, I've got my pen of the weekend.
I'm going to go for Wolves to win this one. I'm going to go Wolves to win 2-1.
2-1. Nick,
I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw.
Chang?
My final 1-2 away win for the season as well. It's going to finish Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Brentford 2.
And I've gone the same as Nick. I've gone for a 2-2 draw. So there's quite a few games you two have done completely different. That being one. Southampton, Arsenal. Nick's done at Arsenal. Chang's done a draw. Forest, Chelsea. Chang's done Chelsea. Nick's done a draw. Newcastle, Everton. You've done the same. United, Villa.
Have we all competed every single week, or has anyone missed a week?
No, Chang missed one score, I think, because he didn't see my message. I sent the message too late for him.
Yeah, it was. I believe it was. I think it was a late Friday night game. It was a late Friday night game. Unfortunately, I went to.
Well, what are you trying to say, Jim? You trying to put a VAR in this? If I win?
No, I just wasn't sure if everyone had competed every single week.
All right. Well, we have.
Kate does it. I have nothing to do with it.
Well, why are you asking what? Because you think you've missed about 50 points.
I was actually fucking Nicholas. I was actually sticking up for you because I remember one week Kate saying to me, I can't get hold of Nick to get his things.
Do you know what,
though?
When I wasn't here, do you know what? When we didn't do a show and when I wasn't here, they were the worst weeks. So actually, Chang's had an advantage because they were the worst weeks. When I was here, AJ, the absolute fraud, mucked me up a couple of weeks. Yeah? Mucked me up, old AJ, that fraud. So, no, Jim, you're right. We haven't done it. So this win will be sweeter because I discount a few from COVID, through missing, through non-streaming events.
You don't win a European trophy, didn't you, for this?
Yeah. Another one, Jimbo. Get another one. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Emerson Royale and Spurs would win a trophy this season? All of you
Harry Kane.
In the mud.
And Harry Kane as well.
Harry Kane, he was the problem, Kate. He's the problem.
Yeah,
He's how he won a trophy.
Do you know the funny thing is when I do me and Jimbo now, but I used to do the predictions for Irish Hotspur, and then I took a couple of weeks away and two predictions Jim did, and I went from being first to second in the space of two predictions thanks to Jim and his ridiculous predictions. It's Nick's leadership qualities that makes the comedy happen. Nick, are you going to the parade?
I'm not going to the parade because look, I'll say how it is, and I'll say it with a smile on my face. I'm not 6 years old. I don't need to see grown men lifting a trophy. But saying that, for those that want to go and celebrate it, that's absolutely fine, right? But and also, I don't live that close. Kids of one of the 400,000 kids that I've got in this world need something to picking up from school and then going to cricket and doing other things, right? So look, enjoy it. I also, if I'm being honest, I don't like being around a load of people. And there's going to be a shed load of people. And I know that kind of doesn't make sense because I'm going on Sunday. But I have control there because I know of that environment. I have no control today of anything that's going on. The roads are all shut. I don't know how you're going to get there, park there, whatever you're going to get there. But look, for those that are going, enjoy it. Just because that's my opinion doesn't mean that others can't.
And there's going to be 250,000 people there, is there?
I reckon up to 250,000 people, yeah.
Shit.
So I get why they haven't done it on bank holiday. I get why they haven't done it on the same time as Sunday's game. I mean, it's difficult because it's bank holiday. People are away. There was never going to be a great time to do it. I guess
No.
I don't think it's going to be. But look, the sun's out. People are finishing work early. Enjoy yourself. But like I said to everyone going to Bilbao, please stay safe and get home safe and enjoy yourselves. Just don't.
So I take it they're going to shut the roads.
They're shut now, Jimbo. They're shut now. All the way from the North Circular all the way down. So you're literally, and the other side, it's going to be absolute carnage. So if anyone's got an appointment at North Middlesex Hospital, good luck to you. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's 4 hours for us, or 3.5, 4 hours on a normal day, let alone what it'd be like today. But the thought, Jim said to me, I mean, I'd have a panic attack. Nick, you saw what I was like when I come out the ground. I just couldn't do it. It was too many people, too claustrophobic. But everyone going, like Nick said, stay safe. Yeah, I don't like large crowds with drunk people either, because if someone throws a drink up and it lands on me, there's going to be a fight, because I will fight someone if they throw a drink on me. And as Jim said, you're literally going to see the bus go by, and then that's kind of it. So
yeah, and you go, unless you're there now in front of the steps by the West Atrium bit, unless you're there now, you ain't seeing them getting up on that stage.
No.
Genuinely. What I would say is I hope Chitkin's got a lot of chicken in, because they're gonna have a busy time as well. But yeah, look, enjoy it. For those that are going, because it's, you never know when you're gonna get it. But I think it doesn't do it for me. And also, thank you. I'd just like to say thank you to Phil P, Danny Kiriakou, Graham, and Phil P's dad for thanking me for staying away from Bilbao, because I am part of the reason that Spurs won a trophy. Because if I had gone, then Spurs would definitely have lost, people. So,
you know the video, Nick, I'm sure you've seen it. There's the video on Danny Kiriakou's, I think it was his Facebook, of him. He sat next to someone with crazy hair, and the guy is literally sobbing. Who is that? Is that a relative or just a friend?
No, some
just some random.
Yeah, I was gonna say something else then, but you'll definitely get cancelled. Some Tottenham mug, I don't know, crying. No, we're all crying. I think we all said it. We all, I was like in tears. Most people were crying more than they have on their wedding day, or it's just the emotions taking over, right? And I think that we all for everything that we've gone through this season.
Not just this season, Nick.
No, but particularly this season. But everything we've gone through, we deserve this as fans, right? And that's the point. That's the point that I think people should, we deserve this, regardless of what happens with these players, what happened in the game, whoever played well, didn't play well, what left, right, and centre. It doesn't matter. It's all irrelevant. We've done what great managers or better managers haven't done. It doesn't matter. We've done what we needed to do. We've got the monkey off our back, and now I just want to see us kick on. I'm not sitting here and saying I want Champions League trophies and everything else. I mean, that'd be nice, but let's try and do this a little bit more often, so we get a little bit more joy in the fan base and build and act like that stadium deserves. Right, we've got the best stadium, the best training ground. Now let's have the best team and the best players on that football pitch. I think is for me, because then we can enjoy ourselves. I'm still not renewing my season ticket.
Are you not going to renew it? No.
That'll be a massive flip flop when I have to say I'm not renewing my season ticket.
We don't care. You. This is what football is. You do flip flop.
I don't know. I might do it if someone wants to share my season ticket.
I'd love to do that, but obviously me and Jim would need them together anyway.
Yeah.
And
so if anyone in the chat wants to share my season ticket, then hit me up.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, where are you watching the pre-parade? Where are you watching it?
It's on the official Spurs YouTube channel, apparently.
Is it?
I've got Spurs play on, and nothing's come up.
Someone said it's on the Spurs YouTube channel. But yeah, I can see it. Oh no, I can't. Ignore me, I can't see it. But it's on YouTube and Spurs Play. Someone's put. But you've got Spurs Play on, and Jim.
Yeah, let me go out of it and back in.
Jim's looking at Spurs Play from 400 years ago.
No, I was watching I had the pre-build up to the final one, but I've just gone out and back in. So I'll look in a minute.
No, it's not on YouTube.
No, I can't find it on YouTube either.
Oh, when it begins, it goes live on YouTube and Spurs Play.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can see some channels are putting it. Emotional Spurs fan match pre. Bloody hell, there's so many people there already.
Where are you seeing it, Kate?
there's a chat. Just driven past the Spurs bus. So there's loads of people streaming it. There's a guy streaming from the actual parade, and there's so many people there already.
Jesus Christ.
Are you seeing how many people are there? I mean, I would literally have panic attack upon panic attack. But look, like Nick said, I just want to say, whoever goes, just be safe, because there's going to be so many people there, and hang on to your belongings, because you never know when there's people.
It starts at 4 o'clock on Spurs play. Sorry.
Yeah, people looking to pickpocket and nick your stuff. So hang on to your stuff. Hang on to your blood.
There's loads of people there. It starts at 5:30 to 8:30.
Yeah. Can you imagine getting home as well? You won't be able to eat anything because there'll be people in all the restaurants. Oh no, it's too much for me. It's making me sweat. No word of a lie, it's making me sweat. But look, if you're going, have the best time. Thank you again to everyone who's got me up to 2,000 subs today. I really appreciate it. It's been a long time coming. Congratulations, said Paul G. Thank you for the super chat. Steve D, thank you for the super chat and for the super sticker. And thank you to El Dante for the super chat. Thank you to Nick and Chang as well for doing the predictions this year. It's been fun. And obviously, we wait to find out who wins. I mean, are we going to do...
I'll win next year.
Yeah, they sound like Arteta, mate. That's what he was.
Jim, in 2 years, mate, you can add your points together, you still won't win, mate.
And the thing was, you've got 2 predictions for every Tottenham game.
I got another prediction for Tottenham.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you have. Go on.
I'll do 5-0, 4-0, 5-0.
Oh, my God, what a waste of a prediction.
All right, I'll do 3-1.
3-1 and 4-0. Okay. When do you guys want to reconvene Friday and do over what we've done? Do you want to do a quick recap on Monday and see how we did over the weekend? What do you want to do? When are you both free?
It's your call, Miss Kate. I am free whenever called upon. Anytime is good for me. Just not at midnight, preferably. Otherwise, I'd be stuck here, as I always do, for the pre-match pump-ups. But otherwise, you just say the word and I'll show up.
Nick, what about you?
Well, we could do Monday. Can we? It's bank holiday Monday. We could do Monday, can't we?
All right, we'll do a Monday show where we'll recap. We'll find out who is the...
We'll do the final. We'll go through our predictions and laugh at them.
Yeah, exactly that.
Unfortunately, I think Jim's going to get one of them right, though.
Yeah.
Just something to add, Miss Kate. Because there still is the Conference League final and the Champions League final to go. There still are these 2 finals to come. You want to cover that as well, or does the prediction stop this weekend?
Don't try this, Chang. You little sneaky couple of predictions, mate.
It stops this time.
It finishes on Sunday, mate. It finishes on Sunday. Don't you worry about that. I'll be sat there with Kate's sheet. I'll be looking at the scores going, oh, come on, one more goal. Me and Kate will be sitting there and saying, oh, fucking Chang again, bastard.
I will tell you this, if it's a draw, if you two end up with the same amount of points by some madness, we'll do the Europa League or like the Conference League or the Champions League. But if not, it all ends on Sunday and the champion will be announced on Monday. So, yeah, we only do the important European games here, Chang. We don't worry about the Conference League and the Champions League. Who cares? We only care about that next year when we're in it.
Chang, can I just ask you how many, what subs you're on now?
We are on 2004.
Thanks for everyone who subbed.
Do you know what? That's
especially ones who got us over the line.
That's the year we moved to Lincoln as well. So that's quite a nice way to finish the show. But thank you very much, Drula. Said, well done, Kate and Jim, you on 2,000 subs. Jim wanted me to do a poll. Did you prefer the channel before Jimbo come along? Because I keep telling him that I would have hit 2,000 subs by now if he weren't on the channel.
Jim.
Well, she keeps saying if I enjoy the channel,
Kate would be far higher with us not on it, Jim. Yeah, let's just put it that way.
There you go. So just saying. Yes, look, I'm just wanting to get to 1,000. I've got to 2,000. Whatever happens from here is a bonus. But Jim, I don't think we'll be in over the weekend, will we? We're not streaming, are we?
Well, I don't know if you want to. I don't mind. We've got a quiet weekend.
Yeah.
Do a stream if you want.
Maybe we'll do one on the new channel and just talk nonsense.
No, yeah, but the thing is we've just won a European trophy. We've got to milk it for everything it's worth.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But
listen, I want to get. I know people are saying don't talk about it, right? But I want to get some of the viewers' views on Ange, if they want him to stay, want him to go, and what reason.
Well, maybe we'll do a members show over the weekend.
All right.
And we'll get some people on with their views.
See what people, what our regular watchers think.
I've also had confirmation that Mickey Hazard's going to come on as well, either next week or the week after, to chat about the final and give his thoughts on the season that we've had. He went over to Bilbao. He didn't go with the team. He drove his little grandsons over there and spent the day with them. So
he was offered to go with them, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, so big up to Mickey. He'll be on. I will confirm what day. But look, thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers and for getting us over that line. Chang, when are you next on anywhere?
I will be doing episode 12 of Jose on Chang on Sunday at 9 a.m. over on LTEL Cockerel. So that's something to look forward to before our final league game of the season against Brighton and Hove Albion. And if everything goes to plan, chances are I might also be on Mr. Walraven's next members call-in show. I'm not entirely sure when that's going to be, but I think it should be around the weekend as well when he does his members call-in show. So that's something to look forward to as well. But yeah, I'm free after that and looking forward to our final post-weekend review on Monday. So yeah, that's all the shows that I have.
Then we can have a break, right? Jesus Christ, we can have a break.
We can go on the beach as Championes. Nick, are you doing anything? Any streams planned?
Well, unfortunately, I got invited, or fortunately, I got invited to go on with KG, and we were there last Tuesday, getting absolutely rinsed by those absolute fraud Man United fans. So I'm looking forward to Tuesday night, really, where we're going to absolutely put those United melts in the mud.
What's that on, Nick?
That's on KG's channel, KG's Reckless. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. Hang on.
I'll have to remember that. I want to watch that.
I'll send it to you.
What day is that on?
Tuesday evening. So I don't know. He's KG's Reckless Sport, who's with obviously with he does Best of Enemies with Expressions. So,
is that KG?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him. He's so funny.
Yeah, he had. I've just put it in the private chat. That's his channel.
Okay.
So yeah, look, I'll be on there cooking those United bums, and obviously here with you on Monday. So look, it's yeah, and then like we said, a bit of a rest. I don't think people realise that it takes a lot for Kate and Jim to set this all up, to put all the thumbnails, to get all the guests, to do everything that needs to be done, to interact. Well, not Jim, obviously, but yeah, I mean, he's the beauty and Kate's the brains. No, Kate's both. Kate's both. Jim's just Jim. Jim's just Jim, isn't he? But look, it's been an emotional season. We'll do our final presidential politician speeches then. But smash a like, subscribe, and I'll say it again. I still can't believe it. We're Europa League champions.
I just thought, Jimbo, I assume we'll have to do a pre-match pump-up as well on Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, normally I would say let's not bother because the league's been shit, but because we won the Europa League, I think there was one.
Yeah,
so
we should do one anyway.
Well. So yeah, we'll be on We Are Tottenham TV Sunday at what time? Do all games kick off at 3 or 4?
4 o'clock on Sunday.
So we'll be
So
there.
I guess it'll be what, 2:30 till 3:30 you'll be on, won't you?
Yeah. So make sure you join us for that. Jim, I'm going to let you end the show as only you can.
No, I just want to thank. I just want to thank everyone for the subs. I'm really pleased you've hit over 2,000. I don't think people really, unless they've got a channel, understand how much hard work you put in, Kate. I'm going to be honest. I don't put any work into it really. I just come on here and talk, and that's crap most of the time. But Kate puts a lot of hard work into it. So well done to you, Kate. You just deserved it. Look, I can't give a motivation speak because we've done it. We've won the Europa League. We're European champions. Just
Jimbo,
everybody
you look like Del Boy then when he has the baby and he goes, "We've only bloody done it." That's exactly what you look like there.
Well, we've done it. I just want everybody to enjoy it. It's been a long, tough season, and there's been times I've come on here and not wanted to be on here. You know that, Kate. But I've come and supported you. It's been hard. To keep upbeat, but we're European champions and no one can take that away from us. That's going to go into the history books. So we're 17th in the league. Really, at this stage of the season, who cares? We've got a trophy to lift, and it's just amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. So just enjoy Sunday, and I will be right. You know that, didn't you? It's going to be 4-0 to Tottenham on Sunday. All these three are going to be in the mud, and they'll all be apologising to me on Monday. So come on, you fucking Spurs.
Giving opinions with no regret, smashing the top bins back in the onion net. Talking the talk with Kate and Jim, and walking the walk, just listen in. The perfect match, Kate and Jim, getting at it. Kate and Jim are gonna smash it. Reviews, previews, opinions and laughter. Mix and transfer news, it's what you're after. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. Jimbo always keeps a positive spin, while Kate's Mickey has a name dropping. Gets you out of the blue like Lenny stop robbing, or she's just flip-flopping. Hell, this place is popping. The perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match. The perfect match, the perfect match. You just got to latch onto that perfect match.